Guys, welcome back. Now we are going to discuss about decorator design pattern. What is this decorator design pattern? This is belongs to the structural design pattern, okay? And the main usage of this, it allows us to dynamically add functionality for existing object without affecting their behavior. Actually, it means, for example, you are developing an application. Okay, so you want to add the feature into that application. Okay, so what basically you need to do, you need to change some existing code, and it may affect the behavior. All the stuff is there, right? So then we need to do the testing of the existing behavior also again. So this all stuff will come, right? But when we are following this decorated design pattern, we no need to worry about existing design patterns actually. Okay, so at the end user, we need to add some more code. Okay, and also existing code we no need to change at all. Okay, that is the beauty of decorated design pattern. Okay, let's jump into some small sample and I will show you how really it is working. Okay, let me open my Eclipse. Okay, so here you can see here actually. So in this example, what I'm trying to tell you that actually, so when the Windows OS may be created, right? So initially when people are created, so they may be created on interface basically, right? So when they are introducing the version 1 of Windows OS, they may have some features. Again, when coming to 7, they may have some features. Again, 8, they may have some features like this. Whenever they are introducing some new OS, right? Basically, they are upgrading OS, so they may be introducing adding one more features, right? So here, so they don't want to disturb the existing code at all, right? So that is the use case we need to see it out. Okay, so I created the interface called Windows basically. Okay, and this is my user class. Okay, so this is my base class. This is like a end user class. Okay, so first I am going to use the Windows 1. I'm developing the first version of the Windows 1. Windows. Okay, so first version I am creating. So basically the first version having the simple graphics, right? So this is called Windows base version. I just implemented the interface and I provided some like some sysout. Okay, that's fine. Now basically when you want to implement the second one, right, what basically you will do that you will do some extending this class, or you need to extend like that, you need to inject this class into your new class. That is what basically we will do that, right? But here when we are introducing the decorator, right, it is very simple actually. So if you see here, I just introduce a new class file called decorator, Windows decorator. Okay, so what is that actually? If you go and see that in that class, okay, I'm directly injecting our interface here actually. If you see here, this Windows is our interface, right? Even I implement the interface and I provided the implementation. What basically I provided is that this dot windows dot spec, it nothing actually. So this Windows, I'm trying to add this value into this Windows in the implementation. Okay, this is what basically we need to do as a decorator class. Okay, and we need to create a constructor of this. In this constructor we need to pass the, what is that, interface object actually. Basically that is what we will need to do it out. Okay, so once you've done this, your decorator class is ready basically. Okay, so now maybe after that, what basically we introduced Windows XP, right? So if you go to the Windows XP class, right, so if you see the Windows version 1, it is implemented the Windows basically, and it is implemented the implementation, right? But if you go to Windows XP, you can see they are also doing the same, but they are extending the Windows decorator. Okay, so here make a note actually. So we are not implementing the Windows interface. Instead of that, we are extending the Windows decorator basically. Okay, this is the way we are achieving this. Okay, so here what I'm trying to tell, I'm going to give the implementation here. Maybe whatever features maybe Windows XP have the wireless connection basically, right? So that is the feature size available, that is fine. And I need to send this spec into my super class. Super class means what? I need to pass into this Windows decorator. Okay, so this is what basically we need to do it out, as well as the constructor we need to create it out. Okay, so this is what you need to do it out. So Windows, whenever they are introducing Windows 7, obviously they can do the same thing. right? So Windows extending hardware support for Windows 7. Again, when they are introducing Windows 8, again they can Windows 8 new security features they added. So all the implementation will be there, but everywhere we need to send this spec into our, what is that, the para class, that is nothing but Windows Decorator. Okay, so then whenever end user is coming, might be whenever he want the object of Windows 1, right? So you know that is a very simple way we can create that. Maybe when you want Windows XP, so when he want Windows XP, right? So basically he wants along with Windows 1 features as well, right? So that is the XP. Maybe they will modify it or whatever it may be, but obviously we need the whatever features available in the Windows 1. So that features also should be there as part of Windows XP, right? So that is what basically I am creating the object Windows XP. Then inside that I am passing the object of Windows version 1 as well. Okay, so the same way when I want Windows 8 actually, so this is basically my features, but inside the feature I definitely want Windows 7 and Windows 1. Maybe if you want Windows XP, you should add that as well. Okay, let's see how it is working and how you can see the printouts. Okay, so maybe printing every object, right? So before that let me keep some this out to make it more understandable. Okay, so this is for first one, and let me go for this is the second one. Okay, let's try to run this class and see how really the object is printing to you. Okay, so let me go and hit this user class. Okay, if you see that in the version 1, right? So whatever it was there, it is printing. Maybe if you go to the class, you can see that. So simple graphics Windows based version, okay, that is what it is printing. But when you are using Windows XP, right? So you can see that first it is getting the Windows 1, right? Then you can able to see the Windows XP. The same way when you are going with the Windows 8 7 1, first it is coming with the XP. So what object we are passing at last, okay, I mean in the inner actually, so that object is coming as a first, then we are extending the support into Windows 7, then again we are extending the support into Windows 8. So this is what we can do. We can catch the values, I mean we can extend the features of another class into your class with the help of decorators without changing that actually. Okay, we are not changing that, we are not extending that, we are not injecting our object into that class, or we are nothing we are doing, right? Basically that class was done and it was separately, it was there. We created only one class called decorator. So with the help of decorators we are achieving this. Okay, so this is called decorators. Okay, so decorator design patterns. Hope you understood, right?